What's up, guys? Right, what I'm going to do here then is make just like a real quick, simple like turkey minced chilli. Apologies if the camera is not a great view because I don't really know what it's pointing at in a minute, but we'll crack on anyway. So, biggest thing as well, eating healthy, guys. It's a lot easier if you get yourself prepared at the start of the week. So, I've just done that big shot now. The first thing I'll come and do, chop up all your peppers, get them all prepped, get your mushrooms chopped up, keep them in there. It's better if you've got airtight containers. I've actually ran out at the minute because they're all full of other food and stuff, but things like onions, peppers, mushrooms, get them all chopped up. It's going to make your life so much easier, so make sure you do that as well. I'm going to chuck a bit of spinach in there. I love chucking spinach in because it's just easy and it'll cut down into anything. A couple of handfuls there. Got some kidney beans. If you're vegetarian, just add in extra beans instead of the meat. So you can, I think 1 tin of beans is about 25 grams of protein-ish. So you've got plenty of protein in there as well. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to make my own sauce as well out of some plum tomatoes, a bit of cumin, paprika, cinnamon, chilli, and a couple of chunks of garlic. I'm just going to show you how easy this is once you're prepared. So, again, cooking with butter as well. So try and use this as like a nice, stable, healthy fat. So don't worry about like what you've heard about keeping things low fat. It's all a load of nonsense. As long as you're getting fats from the right places, you're all good. And natural butter is a lot better than margarine as well, because it's not like full of trans fats and it's not really processed, it's just all natural. So a little bit of butter in the pan. And the first thing I'll do is I'll just fry off my onions a little bit first, just to take some of the harshness out of them. And again, look how easy this is, guys. Literally, got some onions pre-chopped already. Just whack them straight in there. I'll let them cook down a little bit first. And then straight back in the fridge, got enough for another meal. Another one of these later on. So I'll let them cook down a little bit first. In the meantime, while I'm doing that, I'm just going to start making my sauce as well. So again, keep it simple. Just use like nice fresh natural ingredients. These again, like Aldi, like 40p or something, so it's going to be cheaper than buying a sauce as well. So I'm going to stick 2 tins of these in. Plenty of sauce there. And really with chilies, like, you can pretty much add what you want. I'm just going to freestyle it a little bit today. So I've got 2 chunks of garlic, a little red chilli there. I like a bit of smoked paprika in it as well. Mix it up a bit. A little bit of cumin. Again, just freestyle these to your own kind of tastes, and just add as much as you want. And I always put a little bit of cinnamon in mine as well, just like a little bit of a kind of spicy sweetness, but there's a lot of health benefits to cinnamon as well. You can stick anything you want in there. So we're just going to whiz that up. Make sure as well, you're going to want to probably season this a little bit as well, so don't be afraid of adding like salt into your food. So if everything's all natural, just add a little bit of salt into it, because obviously I'm not eating processed foods here, it's all clean, so you do need some salts in the diet. Like, salts are really important in terms of your obviously electrolyte levels. If you haven't got enough salts in the diet, your muscles are going to not contract properly, you're going to feel a bit sluggish, a bit tired, and you'll feel really dehydrated as well. So it's important to keep some natural salts in there. And like I say, if you're not eating processed foods, it's really important to keep that, to keep the salt content down there. So I normally I'd give the onions a little bit longer, I'd brown them up a bit more, but I'm in a bit of a rush today, so I've got a coaching call in about 25 minutes. So I'll cut the mince in next. Again, this stuff, super cheap, $1.89. It's per 100 grams, it's like 20 grams of protein, I think like 5 grams of fat. So again, like I say, you'll hear me speak about fat as I go through. I'm not really bothered about the fats in the meat. You do need some. You need your saturated fats in terms of like your brain function and like creating certain hormones as well. So you need to keep some fat in there. But I'm on a training day at the moment, so I'm going to try and keep mine a little bit lower for today and go more for like higher carbs instead. So we'll discuss this in a bit more detail as you get kind of used to it. But again, just whizzing that through. Browning off the mince. Well, I just do its thing for a second. So this meal will probably last me. I'll get like 2 good sized portions out of this. Some of you, like, if you're not eating as much as I am, obviously you'll get like kind of 3 meals out of this. And it's another great thing as well to eat, just instead of salads every day. You don't need to always be eating salads like for your lunches. Just check that's still recording. So like, you don't have to kind of bore yourself every day with the same things: chicken salad, turkey salad. Mix it up a little bit. Get like a big pot of this on the go. And you can get some things like food flasks, which are basically like kind of like big insulated jars, and they'll keep your food warm for the day as well. So if you're taking it to work and you don't have a microwave, get one of these food flasks instead. You can heat it up at home, and then you can blast it in a food flask and cook it through from there. Also, just eat it there because it'll still be warm. So this is starting to brown off now. Don't brown your mince completely, because you want to kind of simmer it through as well, and you don't want it to be overcooked. So just kind of brown the outsides of it. Don't let it cook through completely. Again, peppers pre-cooked, straight in the pan. We'll go for 3-4 handfuls of them. Again, there's enough for another meal or 2. Easy, quick stir fry for tomorrow night as well. We'll get some mushrooms in as well. About half a pint of mushrooms. Again, all pre-chopped. And I get a little bit lazy now with this, with the cooking side of things. So all I'll do is I'll literally let this simmer down now. So just give it a bit of stir, get it all around. Just give the sauce a little taste as well, make sure it's alright. Probably a little bit more salt in there, just a bit of seasoning. And again, like I say, I've probably only added like maybe 1 to 2 grams of salt in there. So it looks like I've added quite a lot with like 3 pinches. It's not actually as much as you think. Is that 3? And just experiment with the spices and herbs used as well. Sometimes like fresh coriander is a nice one to chuck in there. And there we go. Just bang that in. Shake it out a little bit. Depending on how much ingredients you've got in, stick the beans in as well. You might need to add in a bit of water as well. Don't go too much because you don't want it to be like a watery sauce. But it will cook down a little bit as well, so I'll just add a bit of water in. Then just a touch. And mix that in there. I'll show you inside the pan in a second. So there's a whole boatload of veg in there now. And like I say, you can just whack this in a container for take it to work, eat the next day. Or you can just have it throughout the day as like your kind of main meal throughout the day then as well. So in here, in total, you're probably looking at around 25 grams of fat, about 110 grams of protein from that whole meal. I'm not going to eat all this in one go today, but sometimes I do. And then, obviously, in terms of your fruit and veg, like your veg, you've got loads of nutrients in there. We're going to add in a little bit more in a minute. The carbs are fairly low, probably about 25 grams or so, or maybe a bit more, probably like 30-35 grams, because the beans are fairly like carby. But if you're a vegetarian and you eat a lot of beans, try and keep them a bit more post-workout, but don't stress it too much. And then I'm just going to literally turn that down and let it simmer. So let's have a look on the timer. 10 minutes. And all I'm going to do now, I'm just going to leave that, I'm just going to let it do its thing and just simmer away. In fact, what I can do, because I'm feeling super lazy today, I'm not even going to wait for it to cook fully. I'm just going to whack the spinach in as well. The spinach is great, you can whack a load in and it's just going to cook down and cook through. So this stuff was about 80-90p again from Aldi. Last a couple of meals. I want to make a couple of juices out of it or something as well later on. Stir that through and just let that cook down. Probably can't see a thing now, so I've changed the angle of the camera. So just stir that is real simple. And that's going to cook down real nice now, so the spinach will kind of almost be like, it'll cook to nothing, but just adds in that extra nutrient kick. I'm just going to let that simmer away, and then we're done. So you do need to let it simmer a little bit just for all the flavours to mix in and cook in as well. You wouldn't want to eat it now because like the garlic would be quite strong, still all the spices and herbs would be quite strong. But there you go guys, there's one nice turkey minced chilli. And because I've prepped all my veg already, it took me 10 minutes to cook it. Probably be simmering for another kind of 3-4 minutes and then you're done. So I hope that helps a few out and gives you like another quick sort of meal idea to run through. And I'll see you all soon.